What a day it was at Roy Stewart Stadium as the Racers played their home and OVC opener against Tennessee State, and over 10,000 in the stands to see it. What kind of day was it? We're going to find out as the Racer Report begins right now. Hi everybody, and welcome to the Racer Report with head coach Chris Hatcher. We're high above Stewart Stadium, and what a day it was at this stadium Saturday when the Racers opened up at home and in OVC play and knocked off Tennessee State by the score 58-27. It was a heck of a day for Casey Brockman. He threw it all over the yard for 600 yards and 7 touchdowns, and he also caught a touchdown pass as Murray State jumped on TSU 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. They led at 44-17 at the half, en route to a 58-27 win. The Racers outgained TSU 707-335, and Patrick Robertson caught 3 of those touchdown passes from Brockman.
First of all, I started with practicing this week. We practiced hard this week. We gave it our all, and it showed today on the field, and just feel good that it all paid off this week.
And that will bring us to our next game. It's a short week for the Racers as Murray State is at Tennessee Martin Thursday night. We'll be talking about the big game with the Skyhawks and another game, key game in the OVC as we go along. We're here in the President's Box at Roy Stewart Stadium with head coach Chris Hatcher. He's got a smile on his face today because the Racers played a great ball game Saturday night in that victory over Tennessee State. Coach, home opener, fantastic atmosphere, and you guys took care of business.
Dave, it was a great evening for the Racers. We appreciate all the fans coming out. Had over 10,000, one of the largest crowds we've had in a long, long time here at Murray State. So that was a lot of fun to see the electricity that was going through the track Saturday evening. Our boys came out. We played fast. We got after Tennessee State early, and it was just a big win for us, not only because it was Tennessee State, but it was our first OVC victory of the season.
That's right. It was a great victory for the Racers. We're going to roll the first half highlights and take a look at what happened, Coach. I've seen some electricity in our stadium before, but when your team came out Saturday, it was absolutely outstanding.
It was, Dave. Again, we kind of played to the crowd. That's the largest crowd any of our players have seen at this stadium. And we were very fortunate. We get a big play right off the bat to Dexter Durrani out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And golly, I thought he was going to break it. But that was just a great way for us to start the game. Our defense came out and 3 and outed them, but we had to settle for a field goal. But I wanted to strike first, and we're up 3-0 very early in the game.
One of the few mistakes that Casey Brockman made on the day was this one here, a ball that was tipped, but your defense held them out of the end zone.
This was a huge turn of events for us. They actually scored but had an illegal chop block, so they move it back. Our defense comes right out. A great corner blitz here by Darian Skinner. Great play. He had one of his best games of the season. And then we force him to kick a field goal.
48 yards.
And here it is. And Darrell Davis, the senior out of St. Louis, Missouri, gets the block. And instead of it being 7-3 Tennessee State, now it's still 3-0 us. Huge turn of events.
The protection that Casey Brockman was getting was very good, and then of course he has such a great feel for when to get out of there.
He really extended the plays well. That's something he did all of last season, and he hadn't done as much of early this year, and I think that was the key to our success offensively. Here we throw a little screen to the junior college transfer out of North Carolina, Ricky Mitchell, for his first touchdown as a Racers to put us up 10-0.
Okay, this came with 8:05 to go in the first quarter as the Racers put 17 big points on the board there in the first quarter. Man, your defensive line was just controlling the line of scrimmage.
We were getting great play out of Ryan Walker, Jamal Crook, Tyler Evans, Kevin Robinson, just to name a couple of them. And they forced them to a 3 and out again, and here's a 4th and 2 play. We sprint out to the right, and Casey finds the sophomore Walter Powell, another St. Louis native to put us up 17-0.
It's just it's a bunch of thoroughbreds you have at wide receiver, isn't it?
Yeah, and then our defense again. They're playing well. There's Quay Huzzy out of LaGrange, Georgia, coming up, and yep, Dontrell Johnson. Good to see him back, our All-American corner. And you can see we're just playing with great intensity right now. Defense is fired up, and we get the ball right back to the offense. Here we try to run Mike Harris up the middle, and it was tough going for him. Big catch here by Arthur Brackett on a first down play for us, which we were very successful at the other night. And then we catch him in a blitz. Great call by our offensive coordinator, Mitch Stewart.
Look at the lineman out in front.
Oh, it was as soon as we saw the blitz, we knew if we got it off to him, he would score. And golly, we're clicking and firing on all cylinders at this time. And
here, the Tennessee State, they've got a lot of pride. They didn't quit in this game, and even in the second half, there you got a feeling that
Dave, that was their first down of the game. After the first quarter, we had held them to 2 yards total offense, and so they go down and score. It's 24-7 at this time, but offensively we come right back. Great hole shot throw to Walter Powell, and then we come back and hit Javante Trotter.
Heads up play.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with him that he didn't finish the.
I mean, heads up after.
Well, he told me afterwards he knew I would be hunting him up if he didn't get on it. But that was a big play. We answered the Tennessee State score. Kickoff team, golly, we kicked it off 10 times in the game. They got us on this one. Good play here by Brandon Wicks and Keenan Cullen to save the touchdown. However, on a short yardage, I believe this is a 3rd and 1 play. They squeeze it in the end zone to give them 14 points. Something that we're not used to seeing by our defense.
Yeah, well, you still had time to go back to work before the half was over. Little swing pass here, doesn't get much. It was a tough night for Mike Harris, and it seemed like Tennessee State very much keying on him.
Well, yeah, they did a good job, and here's a touchdown by the freshman Navarre Griffin, who we're excited about him, a true freshman receiver.
Big receiver.
Well, he is a big receiver. He's very physical, and unfortunately, we missed the extra point here. Something that has plagued us in a lot of these big, games that we got to get to where we're automatic on that one. But here's a good 3rd down conversion on the quarterback draw. We try to get it in there to Mike, and it was just tough running for Mike. Last year we had a hard time rushing the ball against these guys, but the passing game was open. Again, here's Pat Robertson, the junior out of Louisiana, on another big catch, and he had a great night. Had over 100 yards catching and 3 touchdowns. So
how about this play?
We throw the duck on them, and they actually played it well, but we executed good. Ricky Mitchell was really Casey Brockman to Ricky Mitchell, back to Casey Brockman for the touchdown.
Well, it was a great play for the Racers. 44-14 the score there with 2:10 to go before the half. Tennessee State got down the field and got a field goal off with 53 seconds to go. But, Coach, when you take a look at it, this first half, could it have gone any better than it did for you?
Well, again, I'm excited about it. As you can see, they run a draw on us, catch us in a 2-man, and sets up a field goal attempt, and then we run the clock out. No, we came out and we were fired up, and for the first 20 minutes of that game, we were as intense as any team that I've ever coached. And now our goal is to play 60 minutes with that type of intensity. But we were really, really playing well. When we blocked the field goal and took it down and made it 10-0, I knew the night belonged to us.
Well, folks, that's just the first half highlights there with Coach Hatcher. We're going to take a break here on the Racer Report with Chris Hatcher. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the second half as the Racers finish off their 2nd win in a row. We'll do that next on the Racer Report.
Basically, it's about symmetry. I'm good.
Be honest here, man.
Fuck it. I'm good.
My bad. I'm good.
I'm the man! I'm good.
Ready? No.
Men can take anything.
I'm good.
Except the taste of Diet Cola. Until now, Pepsi Max, the first Diet Cola for men.
This is good.
At New Wave Communications, we've made a commitment to provide the best in communication services to our customers.
and to provide a positive impact in the communities we serve, which is why we're thrilled to have won the prestigious Independent Operator of the Year award, given each year to one cable company in the country for distinguished excellence in technology, operations, and community involvement. Thank you for giving New Wave the opportunity to serve your community. We truly appreciate your business.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Like the thoroughbreds we are named for, racers are spirited and proud. We have the heart and will to succeed, to go farther, learn more, and embrace wisdom. We are champions who take our place in the Murray State tradition. We are racers.
For more than 30 years, the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision has helped athletes achieve their dreams. The dream of playing football and hearing the home crowd cheer time after time. The dream of competing for a national championship. The dream of an excellent education. The dream of becoming a leader. And the dream of playing the right way with sportsmanship. NCAA Division I Football. It's not a dream. Come see for yourself.
Hi folks, and welcome back to the Racer Report here with head coach Chris Hatcher. We're going to roll the second half highlights and take a look at it as the Racers taking on Tennessee State. And coach, with the big lead at the half, what did you say to your team at halftime to keep it going in the second half?
The main message for us was we still had 30 more minutes of football left, and we were going to coach hard, and we expected them to play hard. And I always give every team great respect. I always think till the clock reaches 0, I got a chance to win. And I give them that same thought process, I guess you'd say. But we come out and we do get a first down, but we're forced to punt for I believe the first time all evening.
It was the first punt.
And get pretty good coverage. We lost contain there, and I thought Keenan punted the ball well. But we got a bunch of guys running down the field, and here we get nice pressure on their quarterback up the middle. It's hard for me to tell who that was. We really covered good in the secondary. I thought other for a little lull there in the second quarter defensively. We just continue to play well, continue to play with great intensity and swagger. So we get the ball right back. We're sacked. They do a good job of covering. Casey's got to do a good job of keeping.
Play was blown dead.
Yeah, I know it, but it sure makes me nervous when I see the ball running around. And we get another first down here, a good quick throw to Javante Trotter. Again, I thought our staff has done a tremendous job all season, calling plays and doing different types of things, just getting the guys ready to play, being creative with their coaching technique. And here we get down, I think it's 3rd down and short on the goal line, and we hit Pat Robertson on the post route. Great catch. He did an awesome job getting a toe down there on the back end line.
And that ball was delivered exactly where it had to be.
Yeah, I tell you, Casey, it goes to show he has not been this accurate all season, and it was good. And Brandon Potts, the freshman, had to come in. Keenan Cullen got banged up on the kickoff return, so it was good to see Potts come in and do a good job of kicking.
Well, Tennessee State made it a 51-24 game with 1:45 to go in the third. And then the Racers went back to work. This touchdown, coach, was the third of the day to Patterson. 12:24 to go in the fourth. And from that point on, you just tried to make sure you were running it, keep the clock moving, and run out the clock.
Yeah, it was a long ball game. The game, golly, took 3.5 hours real time.
Yeah.
So, everybody was, I think, tired and ready to go. But we threw the ball 74 times, maybe a personal record. Casey had set all kind of records during the course of the ball game, but we clicked offensively. Our defense is continuing to play well. Off special teams, we attacked. We were very aggressive. All in all, a great night.
It certainly was, as the Racers knock off Tennessee State. and we were joking that a pitcher throws between 90 and 100 pitches per game, and Casey was certainly getting close to that in this ball game as the Racers got the victory. Our next break here coming up on the Racer Report with Chris Hatcher. When we come back, we'll hear from Casey Brockman right here.
New Wave Advantage number 3, the President's Club. This is Jim. Jim just signed up for New Wave's Tidal Wave package, giving him the best in television, internet, and telephone service. And at no extra cost, Jim is also enrolled in New Wave's President's Club. As a member, Jim gets exclusive access to a dedicated customer care team. Plus, Jim gets a free pay-per-view movie every month for a year, as well as other exclusive offers. Now Jim can enjoy all the best service and features that New Wave has to offer. The President's Club, another New Wave Advantage. Call today.
Murray State University's award-winning student-produced newspaper is online. TheNews.org is your hotspot for national news, coverage of events in the Western Kentucky region, and all things Murray State. Winner of the Kentucky Press Association First Place Best News Story and Second Place Best Special Section, TheNews.org features something for everyone, including breaking news updates, daily videos, live Racer basketball updates during the games, entertainment news, and blogs. The Murray State News arrives every Friday, and on thenews.org you can stay up to date 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Thenews.org, the official website of the Murray State News.
Isaiah, you ready to get the season started?
Coach, I can't wait. And if the fans thought they seen the Racers offense last year, wait till they see the Racers this season.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Racer One's ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Get your season tickets now.
We are Racers.
Hey Racer fans, don't forget to make GoRacers.com your home page. All you want to know about Murray State football and all of Murray State's 16 Division I sports. Also check out the Murray State Fan Shop and the Photo Store. Big places to get some bargains at GoRacers.com. We're back here on the Racer Report with head coach Chris Hatcher. And what a game it was for Casey Brockman Saturday. All kinds of awards coming his way after a great performance of 600 yards passing.
No, honestly, probably my performance. I didn't play up to par the first two games, and I'll be the first to admit that. O-line has done a great job all 3 games. Mike's done a great job. Even tonight, he did a good job running routes and pass protecting when he had to. So just one of those things. I didn't play up to par the first few games and missed a bunch of open receivers and stuff. And tonight, luckily, I was able to hit a few, and when they get their hands on it, they're pretty lethal out wide.
Good to be back on the field again. First 2 games, the offense wasn't really clicking, but today we're gonna really click today. So and it felt good. The ball was going everywhere.
So the defense came out fired, and then I think we got a field goal on the first drive, and then we threw an interception, and the defense stood up. And when the defense stood up on the goal line right there and pushed them back, and we blocked that field goal, I think from then on it kind of wheels fell off for them, and we just kind of hit our stride and played really well.
Well, the words of your junior quarterback, Casey Brockman, Coach, what a game for him. 45 out of 67, only had the 1 interception, 7 touchdowns and 600 yards. Obviously, as we're taping today, the league award has already rolled in. The national awards will probably be coming this week, but just an outstanding effort by him. But it was everybody that helped get that done.
There's no question. I mean, the ultimate team game. We talked headed into this ball game that we needed more consistent play out of Casey. That quarterback position is important for every team, but for what we do, I mean, that guy's got to be on point. And I thought he did a good job of leading. He looked relaxed out there. Unfortunately, it was very difficult running the ball, so we had to put a lot more on his shoulders that game. Our receivers ran good routes. They caught the ball as good as they have all season. And he did a good job extending plays with his feet to give those receivers more time to get open. And, of course, we always forget about those 5 guys up front.
Right.
They just sit up there. They do their job each and every week. And I'm awfully proud of them because they really have bought into our system, and they are perfect for the type of play that we like to do on each and every Saturday.
And I don't remember seeing a drop pass all night. If there was maybe one, but there weren't any drops, and 11 different players caught a pass, including your quarterback.
Yeah, we spread the ball out well.
Yeah.
We had a few drops.
Yeah.
You must have not been watching as closely as us coaches do. We actually had a couple that could have been some big plays, but all in all, our guys were very consistent, and more importantly than that, we played with great effort. And I think as long as you play hard, you always have a chance to win. And especially early in the game, our guys were having a great time. It was a lot of fun, very intense football team Saturday night.
Well, it was certainly a great atmosphere for the Racers to get their victory in the home opener. They're also 1-0 in the OVC, and it was a great tailgate atmosphere as well around the stadium before the game. We're going to talk about that when we come back next with Chris Hatcher on the Racer Report.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
At New Wave Communications, we've made a commitment to provide the best in communication services to our customers and to provide a positive impact in the communities we serve, which is why we're thrilled to have won the prestigious Independent Operator of the Year award, given each year to one cable company in the country for distinguished excellence in technology, operations, and community involvement. Thank you for giving New Wave the opportunity to serve your community. We truly appreciate your business.
We're back here high above the turf at Roy Stewart Stadium on the Racer Report with head coach Chris Hatcher. And with that victory Saturday against Tennessee State, the Racers now 1-0 in the OVC as they go to UT Martin on Thursday night. Taking a look at the standings, Coach, it's nice to see the Racers up there with a 1 and a 0, a great start for you. And, of course, it's early in the conference season here, but Murray State, Jacksonville State, Tennessee Tech all off to 1-0 starts. And of course, EKU, Austin Peay, and SEMO haven't played their first game yet. They'll do that here very shortly. But it's great to see you guys get off on a good foot here.
There's no question. Our goal is to win one game a week. But it beats the way we started last year. Hopefully we'll continue playing well. The bottom line with us, though, is to me, it really doesn't matter who we play. I'm more worried about
how
us,
we play, yeah.
And we can control that. So we got to continue to improve each and every week. But yes, it was just a great way to start OVC play.
And then take a look at the Racers statistically, how they rank in the OVC. And in some of these categories, the Racers, of course, in the top 10 in the nation. But you'd really like to see scoring offense, 35 points a game, scoring defense, 16 points a game. Obviously, if you keep that up, you're going to be able to get your goal of 1 win a week.
Well, there's no question about that. You know, to me, the only stat that, of course, matters is how many you win at the end of the season. But scoring offense and scoring defense, I believe, are the most important stats there are. So we're playing well. There's no question about it. We got a much improved football team from last season. I told you before the year, I don't know whether that'll equate to a better record. But we're a much better team. We're playing with great confidence, and hopefully we can keep it going as we have a short week heading down to Martin to play those guys Thursday night.
Thursday night. We'll talk about the Martin game in our last segment. Our final break here coming up on the Racer Report with Chris Hatcher. When we come back, also some of the sights and sounds of Murray State tailgating when we come back.
Isaiah, you ready to get the season started?
Coach, I can't wait. And if the fans thought they seen the Racers offense last year, wait till they see the Racers this season.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Racer One's ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Get your season tickets now.
We are racers.
New Wave Advantage number 3, the President's Club. This is Jim. Jim just signed up for New Wave's Tidal Wave package, giving him the best in television, internet, and telephone service. And at no extra cost, Jim is also enrolled in New Wave's President's Club. As a member, Jim gets exclusive access to a dedicated customer care team. Plus, Jim gets a free pay-per-view movie every month for a year, as well as other exclusive offers. Now Jim can enjoy all the best service and features that New Wave has to offer. The President's Club, another New Wave Advantage. Call today.
We're back here high above Stewart Stadium's turf on the Racer Report with head coach Chris Hatcher. Dave Winder with you as it was such a great day Saturday. And, of course, the Racers got the big victory over Tennessee State. And a lot of people packed their way into this stadium, just over 10,000, Coach. And we've got some video of just some of the fun that was going on here. And, folks, if you haven't come out to a Murray State game, come on out, bring your cooler, bring your lawn chair, and just have a good time.
Well, we want as many fans as we can. I mean, our team's going to always play hard and play to win, but it's more fun doing that in front of a big crowd. And there's no question that home field advantage is big in college football, but the crowd we had Saturday night was electric. It was exciting. The enthusiasm was contagious. I think everyone who left that ball game had to really enjoy the atmosphere, except for the Tennessee State fans, of course. But we want the opponents to leave in a bad mood. So it's very important because it helps with recruiting. Everything that goes into a football program is at a home football game. That's electric. It's exciting, and we appreciate everyone coming out. And next game, we hope to even make it a bigger crowd.
That's right, because after the Thursday game against UT Martin, the Racers are back at home on October the 1st. As you take a look at the schedule there, taking on Jacksonville State, and then it's a game down in Atlanta against Georgia State. So, Coach, you've got a tough game against a tough opponent Thursday night. UT Martin, I've watched the first game at Jacksonville State, and they pretty much controlled that game until the last 5 minutes. And, of course, then they had a tune-up victory over Union last week, 63-0. They've got a lot of talent on that team.
They do, and last year they were tied with us, middle of the pack in the conference race. We did happen to, very fortunate to beat them last season. I think we surprised them a little bit because I think they had won several of the previous meetings. But they're very well coached. They got a lot of team speed. They play hard. They have a few new coaches on their staff that we haven't been able to see much of. But again, they took Jacksonville State, the best team in our conference, down to the wire. Jacksonville State had to score at the end to win. They took a week off. They played Union, so they got a few extra days to prepare for us. So it's going to be a battle. Nothing. We didn't expect anything less than that. But our goal is we just got to get this Tennessee State game out of us. We got to get our game plan in quickly, and we got to rep it out so that we're ready to go Thursday.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and good luck Thursday night. Head Coach Chris Hatcher here on the Racer Report. And as we leave you today, here's the voice of the Racers, Neil Bradley. He had a pretty good day, too.
Brockman throws right side. It's going to be a back pass. It goes back to the side. Brockman catches it after it was tipped. He's at the 10, 5, and he will score! Ricky Mitchell with the touchdown pass, and the Racers are on the board with the option to the receiver. Unbelievable. They need 8 yards to keep the sticks moving. Swing to the left side. It's caught. Robertson, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone. It's a touchdown, a 27-yard strike. Brockman to Robertson, and it's 23-0 Murray State.